Hey, I'm Rob and welcome to the Jesta ThaRogue board game show episode number 2. Now, I am sticking with that name, although I have changed the channel name from JTR Podcast because I haven't had a podcast for 2 years. JTR always stood for Jesta ThaRogue, but that's a story for another time. Also, I've finally made 500 subscribers, so it is party time, and all it took was 3 years and 497 videos. Yeesh. Now, a large percentage of the people who watch my videos are not subscribers, so if you're new to the channel, hi. Also, why not subscribe and check out my creator of content segment this month, because my schedule is changing, so you'll get to see what that subscription gets you. And what it won't get you is unboxing videos in this monthly video anymore, because Corey Hunt, which I'm sure is a fake name, doesn't want to see them anymore, and I totally agree with that. That's fine. They are going to be removed from this video. They will stay on Insta. Also, there's not going to be any Kickstarters because last month I only did 2 and one of them was cancelled the day before the video went live. So what was the point? I'm just going to put them in the news section. But what we are going to get this month is a comment of the month, which is a good one. You're going to get the news headlines. We're going to get the content. As I said, my schedule has changed, so be sure to watch that so you know what's coming out. And we're going to start with a fast Fave 5 reasons I go to conventions, which was the segment I took out of last month's video. Let's start with that.
Number 5.
Number 5 is just the random folks you meet. Now, I've met some really cool people. We played just one with 7 people where I was the only English speaker. We had Italians, we had Dutch, we had German, we had French. I was the only English speaker and I let the team down basically in this English speaking word game. So yeah, that's my fault. We played another game where I played the new Azel with 3 guys from Belgium. And one of them absolutely ripped into me afterwards because I finished last, and because I was filming the game for a review video, he actually said that he was going to make sure they watched the video to make sure I said that I came last, make sure I told everyone that I didn't do very well, and make sure I didn't lie in the video, because he was going to tell everyone if I said that I won or something like that. He was going to tell them. He was really mean, but in a really fun way, and that was pretty cool. That was memorable. And finally, you meet a lot of genius kids. Kids who are really good at games, which is always really cool to see when you see these people who are like really young but really get games and just pick up a game really quickly, except those where their parents are blatantly cheating and king making to make sure that they win the game. That's happened a few times, but yeah. So number 5 reason is just meeting random people. So my comment of the month this month is an interesting one. It's from Joe S at Ravager on Board Game Geek. And this is for my Marvel United unboxing video that I did. Now, it's 13 minutes long, and his comment does say, unboxing starts at 4:50. Now, while I understand that if you're going to see an unboxing video, you don't want to wait 5 minutes for the actual unboxing to start, I do think it's a little bit rude to assume that anyone turning into the video wants to miss the first 5 minutes, because it is an unboxing video. You're correct, absolutely correct. But it's also a Kickstarter unboxing video, and the first 5 minutes of it, as I put, is basically about the Kickstarter, how it went, how it was run, postage costs, was it on time, etc. That all stuff was covered, and had a general rant because that campaign wasn't run very well. So I had a look at this person, and it turns out they own Marvel United, and they've rated it a 1. And they've put, only Infinity Kickstarter, rating due to the Kickstarter practices, will not kickstart another Come On project. Now, why did you get people to skip all the information where I had a go at how the Kickstarter was run when you were clearly unhappy with it too? Bit weird. But yeah, anyway, that's my comment of the month.
Number 4.
Number 4 reason for visiting a convention is just to take a break. Now, mostly my holiday days are taken up between doing stuff at home, doing stuff with family, and the rest are basically left to board game days. I very rarely take holidays away to do something somewhere else because I just don't have the days left after all my other things that I need to do. So it's nice to just take a break, to go to a convention, to do whatever you want. You could just walk around if you want. If you see a table, you can sit at it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just do whatever you like. If you're going to play a game, usually you don't have to teach it, which is good. You have somebody teach the game for you, so it's just nice and relaxing. It's just good to have a break. And also, especially games like the UK Games Expo, where I'm there for a few days, and Essen, of course, when I'm there for the whole weekend, and also like a proper holiday, because like you're going to an airport and flying and everything. That's really cool. And then you can get back to your hotel in the evening, and then you've got a choice again. How do you feel? Do you want to go downstairs to the hotel lobby and meet with other people and play the games that everybody's bought that day, which is always good fun? maybe you don't want to. Maybe you just want to go back to the hotel and relax because it is a holiday. Even though there's all those games ready to play and you're really excited to play them, sometimes you just got to take a break, and that's always nice. Watch a bit of YouTube, go to bed. So that's my reason. Number 4 reason for visiting the convention. It's just good to take a break. Hasbro announced a new version of HeroQuest available for $100 and $150 with expansions. Now all this is a copy of the original game, which is what people expected, and yet everyone is still disappointed. The crew won the 2020 Deutsche Spielpress, the 2020 Kennerspiel des Jahres, and the 2019 Meeple's Choice, and more. So based on what people say about these game awards, that must mean that this game really sucks. Both Trois and Rajas of the Gandhis are both dice games that are getting roll and write versions because there's not enough of them around. Also, Dinosaur Island is getting a raw and write. It's on Kickstarter. Now, Riot Games have announced Tellstone's King's Gambit, and it looks boring AF. And I'm just getting reports in of people who've actually played it. Yep, it is boring. Brew and Fool is an adorable looking card game of trying to brew a potion by collecting ingredients from other players while sabotaging and playing spells on your opponents. It takes 15 minutes, plays 4 to 7 players, and is available for just $21. Well worth a look on Kickstarter. Fantasy Flight have released a solo rules for Civilization to help people who are stuck at home, just 6 months after lockdown started and 2 months after most of it ended. Good timing. There's a Gloomhaven comic coming. Wasp is coming to Marvel Champions. That game is getting far too expensive. Silver Dagger announced the 4th game in the Silver series in just 12 months. As a completionist, I'm selling mine. If I can't have them all, I'm not going to have any. The 7th Continent sequel, but a different game, even though it looks the same. The 7th Citadel, complete with a vagina on the box cover, is on Kickstarter and is yours for $82. The Thing is also on Kickstarter, based on the movie, the good one from 1982. It's for 1 to 8 players and is about $93 and comes with glow-in-the-dark dice, for those days when you play board games in the dark. Grand Austria Hotel is going on Kickstarter on October the 22nd. That's my birthday, just so you know. It'll have an expansion and a deluxe edition. Now, I really like this game, but I sold my copy because of the downtime. If they've sorted out any of those issues, then I'll pick this one up for sure. Also, I was writing a script of my 10 favourite IPs that don't have good board games. Number 1 on that list was The Last of Us, but that is now getting a game from Come On. So come on, do a good job. And of course, the biggest news of the month is I managed to get a PS5 on pre-order, which is one of the hardest things to do in the world. It makes me happy, so yay me.
Number 3
reason for visiting a convention is to play the new games. I'm not one of these people who wants to play a game over and over and over to really get that strategy and try different things. I'm doing a few games. There's a few games behind me you'll see that you can play a couple of times and really try different things. But I'm very much a one and done guy unless it's a game that I like. And if it's a game that I really like when I play it at a convention, I can go and buy it, which is cool. Number 3 reason for I like going to conventions is playing new games. So I mentioned earlier my content schedule is changing. Now, nobody really cared at all about the old school ups and downs. Nobody wants to see reviews of old games. So the last one I did was Samurai Spirit. They are now being scrapped. But I did do Samurai Spirit last month, so if you like that game or don't know anything about it, check it out. So the first Monday of the month will be this board game show video, which will have either a top 5 like I've got this month. It'll have convention coverage when conventions are a thing again. And we'll also have a shortened version of the ups and downs video, the old school ups and downs video, which I'll add into this video instead. So on the second Monday of the month, if I've played a game that was printed after 2019, so people actually watch it, keep the cult of the new happy, I'll do an ups and downs video for that in the second Monday of the month. Otherwise, that's a nice week off. The third Monday of the month will be a how to play video, and if I don't have a game to do a how to play video of, I'll just do a top 10 or something like that. Last month I did a how to play video of Project L, so check that out. And the 4 times a year when there is a 5th Monday in the month, I'll do some random video, maybe a top 10, or maybe a review of a board game related TV show or film. And any large games I get, any miniature heavy games or big deluxe editions that are worth looking at, they will be ad hoc videos that I'll post through the month when they arrive from Kickstarter. They'll go up on YouTube. Last month, as I mentioned earlier, I did an unboxing and a big rant about Marvel United. And over on JestaThaRogue.com, every Tuesday I post a written review of a game I've played, usually a first impression. Because I haven't played any games this year, I've been going back and giving some time to games I didn't review properly when I first played them. So this time I looked at Baseball Highlights 2045, the digital version of Baseball Highlights 2045, pretty cool deck builder. Then I looked back at Tokaido, classic game Takedo that I never actually gave any time to at the time. I did a summary and a review of Project L to go alongside the how to play video. And I did my first impressions of Flick Fleet, a dexterity game where you're flicking ships at each other and you're flicking dice to try and hit the ships and deal damage. That is the first of a run of new games I managed to play this year that will go through till November. So you can also visit JestaThaRogue.com for links to all those articles and for links to my other social media profiles too, so check it out.
Number 2.
Number 2 reason that I like going to conventions is you have the ability to buy any games. Now, there isn't a friendly local game store or any decent game store that sells more than 3 or 4 different games within 10 miles of me, so I have to order my games online. So it's always good when those online stores come to conventions and you can buy the games at online prices without any paying postage, which is good to get them a little bit cheaper. You also get to support these stores that you've seen online, and it's always really good. It's always nice to see games as well, because as fun as shopping online is for board games, it's always nice to be able to pick up the box and look at the back and read a bit of detail and stuff and see some of the bits and feel how heavy it is and how big the box is and trying to work out what you're going to get for your money as well. So that's always good. Yes, my number 2 reason is just really buying those new games, especially at Essen.
And now, number 1.
My number 1 reason for going to convention is the food. I love the food. So at Aircon I have a routine, but on the way there I stop off at Greg's and have a bacon sandwich and a cup of coffee on the way up, and on the way back is my one time a year I go to Burger King and I have a big flame grilled whatever with chips and stuff, and really enjoy that. And then at Aircon itself, Aircon's great for food because it has a large variety of different foods with pizzas, and I think I had a steak witch last time. There's pie and chips, of course, because it is up to north, so you always have your pie and your chips when you're up there, probably a bit of gravy as well. And then, of course, moving to the UK Games Expo, there's all the food trucks, they have burritos, and they have that awesome waffle place that I really like. I get one of those every year, they're really cool. Then Tabletop Gaming Live down in London, they've got some food stores inside there. They've got this really nice pizza, some really nice pasties as well, really cool. And then, of course, in October, my final convention of the year is Essen. And you've got all the German food, the currywurst, and you've got all the Greek food in there as well, and all the sweets and the ice creams and the kebabs. Oh, God, I'm making myself so hungry. Oh, and crepes. How could I forget the crepes? Then, of course, at the UK Games Expo in Essen, when I go for more than a day, I've got the hotel food, so I can have Nutella for breakfast, because that's the only time I take Nutella for breakfast. I don't count my calories when I'm at a game convention. I do every other day of the year. I've lost a lot of weight this year, so I need to keep that going. Probably because I haven't been to a convention, I haven't had all this food. But my number 1 reason, the one reason I think about is I can play these games, I'm going to meet all these great people, I'm going to have a good time, but I can't wait to eat. Okay, that's it for episode 2 of the Jesta ThaRogue board game show. Make sure you visit JestaThaRogue.com for all the articles and links to other stuff. I've got my Twitch channel on there, which is Jesta ThaRogue, because I've changed everything. My Twitter is now Jesta ThaRogue. My Facebook is Jesta ThaRogue FB. Liking, sharing, subscribing, and talking about the channel. If you like it, if you don't, then let me know, then I can try and improve. That's how these things work. But anyway, thanks for watching. Where's my hat? 500 subscribers. Woo! Yay. 3 years and nearly 500 videos it took. So here we are, the worst board game channel on YouTube. But if you're watching this far, I love you. Have fun. See you later. Stay safe. Bye.